So you want to know how IBM got away with never being held accountable? Operation Paperclip. Pentagon, really. There is substantial evidence that the U.S. government did not pursue or encourage scrutiny of IBM's business ties to Nazi Germany, effectively shielding the company from accountability, despite IBM's technology and expertise being crucial to Nazi operations. IBM is one of several major vendors awarded spots on a $2.5 billion Pentagon IT contract through Army Contracting Command, covering commercial hardware, software services. I don't think this was recent, but I think it was under Biden. IBM subsidiary Red Hat is working with Lockheed Martin to accelerate AI development and data sharing for the Pentagon. Their collaboration focuses on enabling small military platforms to process, and I know the rest is cut off, to process large AI workloads supporting missions such as automated target recognition for drones. The Jedi Cloud contract, I guess there was a dispute with that. I don't want to go all into this. Just to say that it wasn't just scientists that Operation Paperclip got out of there. It was tech. It was IBM. That's why they've never been held accountable. By recruiting these scientists through Operation Paperclip, the U.S. aimed to accelerate its own programs in rocketry, weapons, aerospace, and medicine, which proved pivotal for military preparedness and space exploration, including the Apollo missions. The government was willing to overlook or conceal many scientists' Nazi past and involvement in war crimes because national security and technological superiority were seen as higher priorities during the intense geopolitical competition of the Cold War. So there's no justifying that nobody was held accountable. There's no justifying that. None. And they use this. This is always the go-to. We have to do this because China or Russia will get ahead. We have to do this, take these people out of there because Russia or China might get a hold of them. No, all of these people should have been put on trial. And the ones that were put, I mean, there was only a handful that were hung. A bunch of them got really light sentences and got off early and were involved in stuff you and I would never even think to do. And what did our government do? It brought them here. And why? Because it's like I said in my video yesterday, that tech has no insight, they have no self-awareness, and they think that they're capable. It's all about them wanting to be number one. So see, God isn't having any of that. So this is what this video is really about. If you're somebody that is a Trump supporter and you voted for Trump and you stopped praying after he got in office for this country, yeah, that's where you made the mistake. You were just doing foxhole prayers. Yeah, just to get him in, and then he's going to come in and fix it. He can, but not what God has to empower the people to do it, that he puts in leadership. He's not going to do it as long as he sees that people are still looking to AI as long as the people are still thinking that it's the government or the military that can save you and not God, then that's a problem. So God will not give power to the people that he can give power to hold people accountable, to fix it the way you'd like it fixed, because of the fact that I think a lot of people out there just figured, oh, I prayed before the election. Now that Trump's in, I don't have to do that stuff anymore. Yeah, so that doesn't jive with God at all. It's foxhole praying. It's only praying in a desperation. No, what he wants, this is his timetable. But that timetable is contingent upon us. It is. It is, because if you want people held accountable, I think that Trump would hold people accountable. I think everything people have wanted Trump to do, he can do. But not if the people are still going to think that it's AI that's going to save you. No. Because look, again, I did a video recently about God's not against technology, except but it has to be okay by him. Okay, he has to be okay with it. Again, David did a census on the people, and God he rained wrath down on Israel for it. And David was very repentful about it. But why he was doing it was because of pride and because he wanted to build up his military. Sound familiar? Does that sound like tech? Does that sound like the Pentagon? Yes, it does. So as long as they all want to operate on their own will, then God will not let God doesn't care how advanced their AI gets. It's like nothing to God. But it won't protect you because only God will protect this country. Again, you have to go back to the roots and the people that came here and made covenants with that God. So when they made those covenants, it meant the Almighty that will protect this country, the King, really, will be God, and He is the one that protects it. Now, everybody would say, yeah, but there were militaries in the Bible. Yeah, God wants militaries and strong militaries. He doesn't want people out being bullies in other countries and getting into foreign wars that are unnecessary. He doesn't want any of that. He wants a strong military. But he absolutely would never support that technology that the Pentagon thought that they needed to be so advanced that they could overlook 6 million Jews being exterminated and just allow IBM to run wild, they just don't care. All they care about is their own pride, their own ego, being number one, and God is going to crush them. And He will, but not until the people realize, no, you can't just pray to me to get the election you want. The people need to humble themselves and see that, look, I am your protection. I mean, He showed that all through the Old Testament. Was the Red Sea not enough for you? Was the 10 plagues that he rained down on Egypt not enough, and many other things? He is your protection. He is a protection that no country, I don't care if China gets the best AI ever, and I don't believe that stuff. That is just a good talking remark that Congress, the House, the Senate and the House, and tech, and everybody, and the Pentagon loves to use is we can't let China. I mean, for years and decades, it was Russia. We can't let Russia do this. We can't let Russia get ahead. Okay, now it's like the past, 10 years, it's been all about China. So you either believe in God or you don't. Now, we know that most of tech doesn't believe in God, and I'm sure most of the Pentagon doesn't. They believe they are God. But in order for the real God to deal with those nincompoops, it just seems like a good term for them. For God to deal with them, the people have to turn back towards God. You literally have to realize He is your saving grace. Because He was to the people that came here and made those covenants. Do you understand what I'm saying? So until the people start getting that message, nobody will be held accountable. God wants people held accountable, but again, He's like sitting back going, yeah, people thought that that all you had to do was pray to me to get Trump in, but I'm not going to give him any power yet until the people realize that it's only because this was Exodus. This was the story of Exodus, literally. It was always trying to get the Israelites to realize, no, God is your protection. And they were always leaning on Moses. Moses would disappear and they would freak out and then build some, fake idol. Like they just, and they were very juvenile in their faith. But that's always been what it is. So stop putting your faith. Stop thinking, oh, Trump's in on it. No, God is waiting on the rest of us to start. You should still be praying every day. Pray for Trump, pray for the country, and pray for God to fully restore us and handle the Pentagon and tech.